Hello again, music fans. I am back here for another collection spotlight, this time for compilation albums for what I would call the big four of early hard rock and metal. All right, so the roots of metal are really. And you might say, why have compilation albums, especially for bands like I'm going to show here, where I do have either all or most of the discography? Well, for several reasons. Sometimes a compilation will have maybe some extra tracks that are not available on the studio albums, or there'll be some live tracks in there, or just maybe usually the usual reason is that you want to have a package of all the greatest hits. Let's just put it that way. So let's get started with, like I said, the big four, which to me are Zeppelin, Purple, Sabbath, and Uriah Heep. Okay, so let's get started with Zeppelin here. In fact, this was the first Zeppelin album I ever bought, which is Led Zeppelin REMASTERS. When they took out their first wave of studio albums remastered, they compiled it in two different formats. This 2 CD set, and there was another box set that was 4 CDs. Okay, but with this 2 CD set, you get, 13 songs on the first, 15 songs, and then another 11 on the second disc. So quite a lot of material spanning their entire career. Led Zeppelin REMASTERS. And then came this one, box set 2, which has, if you had like that aforementioned 4 CD set, this one would have had all of the other tracks that were not there. So if you had that 4 CD box set and this, you had everything Led Zeppelin ever put out in studio form. Okay, so this is a 2 CD set, and it comes inside this box right here. Let me just show you. Has this cool booklet inside with lots of history of the band, lots of cool pics. These are, shall we say, the deep tracks on the Zeppelin catalog. Comes in 2 discs, disc 1 and disc 2. Okay, like I said, in this little tray here, box tray. Yet another Zeppelin compilation. Here, Led Zeppelin early days. And this one has 13 songs all the way up to, it comprises the first album up to Led Zeppelin 4. There is a companion one to this one called Latter Days, which I don't have. Okay. But anyway, I do have most of the Zeppelin catalog on their individual studio albums. Let's go now to Deep Purple. All right. So we have here first Deepest Purple, the very best of Deep Purple, with 12 tracks. Right there. The usual suspects, Black Knight, Speed King, Child in Time, Smoke on the Water, of course. Deepest Purple, and this one, which is a little bit more filled with tracks, it is 30, very best of Deep Purple, when the band was celebrating their 30th anniversary, I believe. Not because this has 30 tracks. This is a single CD set with 18 tracks. And I believe this goes up to the album A Band On. All right. There are the tracks. Now let's go to Sabbath. This first one, which is Black Sabbath's Greatest Hits, was a bit of an unofficial release, So this may be kind of like a bootleg that was put out without the band's permission, along with the live album Live at Last. So here it is, Black Sabbath's Greatest Hits, with stuff from their very first albums. I believe it does not include anything from Technical Ecstasy or Never Say Die. Right there. Black Sabbath, greatest hits, quite simply that. Then we have Black Sabbath, the Dio years. All right. So this is, of course, covers Heaven and Hell, Mob Rules, and Dehumanizer, as well as including 3 extra tracks, new tracks, which is The Devil Cried, Shadow of the Wind, and Ear in the Wall. Black Sabbath Dio years. I remember I bought this one the exact day that it came out. Okay, so it's cool to have the best of the Dio years right there in one package. And this next Sabbath one is a real rarity. The best of Black Sabbath. Okay. So, as you would see by that band photo, the reason this is rare is because it has only tracks from the Tony Martin era. Okay. Headless Cross, Guilty as Hell, Virtual Death, Evil Eye, When Death Calls, The Battle of Tyr, The Sabbath Stones, Kiss of Death, Devil and Daughter, and Valhalla right there. 10 tracks, but they're all from the Tony Martin era. So, there you go. A very overlooked and underrated era of Sabbath. And I think the rumor is that there's going to be a re-release of that Tony Martin era catalog, which I really hope happens. One album that I should have put right there with my tribute albums, but I completely forgot about it, but I think it fits well here in this video for compilations, is this one, which is The Many Faces of Black Sabbath. Okay, so this does not have studio versions of Black Sabbath's greatest hits. What it is a 3 CD set with disc 1 having songs from members of Black Sabbath, such as, Ronnie James Dio, Glenn Hughes, Ian Gillan, members and ex-members, or people that have collaborated with a Black Sabbath, like Rick Wakeman. Okay? And disc 2 of this is a tribute album with the songs by Iced Earth, Nativo, Primal Fear, Steel Prophet, Jag Panzer, all right, Yngwie. And disc 3, entitled The Legacy, is a series of bands that, of course, were influenced by Black Sabbath, which, of course, is practically everybody. But here we have people like, a lot of very little-known bands, Thunderfoot, Dragonfly, Bleeding Out, Keystone, Through Ashes and Tears, right there. But this is a bit of an oddity right there, the Many Faces of Black Sabbath. Okay, a journey through the inner world of Black Sabbath. So, bands that were influenced by Sabbath, covered Sabbath, and songs by members of Black Sabbath. Okay, now we go to the last one of the big 4, Uriah Heep. Okay, so here we have this one, which is Classic Heep. Right there, 2 CD set. And we have 16 tracks on the first one and 14 on the second one, so you get quite a bit of music. Everything from that early era of Uriah Heep, the classic Heep, of course. Let me just take out the booklet because there's the CD. There, you can see it better. CD is very scratchy. This was the first Uriah Heep album I ever bought. And I later went into the individual studio albums. And now for the last one, Uriah Heep Gold, right here. This box set of 2 CDs right there. That, or rather, it's one of those thick CD cases, okay? But it comes in a slipcase. And it has that mirror, just like in the Look at Yourself album cover, okay? Looking back 1970 to 2001. And what this has, if you look at the band photo, is re-recordings of their classic material with their then current lineup, including, I believe it was Bernie Shaw, the singer, who does an excellent job, singing all of these Heep classics right there. CD 1 from 70 to 73, CD 2 from 73 to 2001. Okay. Really great compilation. I really love this album. Okay, so I have many more compilation albums, and I'm gonna do a part 2, but I didn't want to put them all in this video because I didn't want to make a really long video, you know. So part 2 is gonna be some other compilations I have with Kiss and Ozzy, Dio, etc. All right, but for now, thank you very much for watching, and keep